For over a century, physics has harbored a dark, unresolved secret. We possess a mathematical formula that can predict the behavior of subatomic particles with near-perfect precision, powering our microchips, our lasers, and our entire modern digital infrastructure. It is, by all accounts, the most successful scientific theory in human history, and yet, no one actually knows what it means. To understand why, we have to look at the foundational rules of our universe. In our everyday world, reality is dependable. If you throw a stone, its trajectory is entirely determined by its speed, the angle of your throw, and gravity. If you replicate those initial conditions precisely, the stone will always land in the exact same spot. This is determinism, the bedrock upon which classical science was built. But step across the threshold into the subatomic realm, and this bedrock crumbles. If you fire identical electrons under identical conditions through a barrier with two slits, they do not behave like stones. They do not follow predictable individual paths. Instead, they form an interference pattern on the screen behind them, acting not like localized points of matter, but like overlapping ripples in a pond. Even worse, if you fire them one by one, they still form the pattern. It is as if a single electron somehow travels through both slits at the exact same time, interfering with itself. For decades, the fathers of quantum mechanics offered a deeply unsettling solution. They claimed that before we look at a particle, it doesn't actually exist in any concrete location. Instead, it exists only as a mathematical abstraction called a wave function, a ghostly cloud of probabilities representing every possible place the particle could be. But the moment we measure it, this cloud instantly collapses. The blur of possibilities vanishes, replaced by a single, sharp reality. This conventional interpretation places the observer at the very heart of existence, suggesting that there is no objective reality independent of our observations. The universe is a blank canvas until we look at it. For many, this was a philosophical surrender. Today, a growing faction of physicists is staging a rebellion. They refuse to accept that the universe requires a conscious observer to exist. They believe in an objective physical reality, but to rescue it, they have been forced to propose ideas so radical they border on science fiction. Before we dive into the mind-bending theories trying to rewrite our understanding of space and time, make sure to subscribe to Tech Reporter and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the universe's greatest mysteries. If you want to save reality without altering a single line of quantum mathematics, you have to accept a terrifying consequence. You must accept that every time a quantum event occurs, the universe splits. This is the many worlds interpretation. First proposed in 1957 in a PhD thesis by Hugh Everett, the theory tackles the problem of wave function collapse by making a simple, daring claim: the wave function never actually collapses. Consider a photon of light directed at a half-silvered mirror. According to the mathematics, the photon has a 50% chance of passing straight through and a 50% chance of reflecting off it. In our classical world, it does one or the other. In the quantum world, until we look, it does both, existing in a superposition of both states at once. The conventional view says that when a scientist measures the photon, nature is forced to make a random choice. Everett's mathematics suggested something far more elegant and far more disturbing. The photon doesn't choose. Instead, the moment the photon hits the mirror, the universe branches. In one universe, the photon passes through, and the scientist observes it there. In another parallel universe, the photon reflects, and a duplicate of that scientist observes the reflection. There is no random collapse. There is only a continuous, infinite branching of reality. This is not just a metaphor. If many worlds is correct, the space you are sitting in right now is layered with an unimaginable number of parallel dimensions. In some, slight quantum deviations led to vastly different lives, while in others, the planet itself evolved down a completely different path. The mechanism that keeps these worlds from bleeding into one another is called decoherence. When a quantum particle is completely isolated, its wave function remains pristine, going through all possible paths simultaneously. But the moment it collides with its environment, even if it just interacts with surrounding air molecules, its quantum state leaks out into the surroundings. The different possibilities become permanently out of phase, losing the ability to interfere with one another. To the observer in each branch, their reality feels singular and solid, but they are merely riding one tiny ripple on an ever-expanding, infinite cosmic wave. Yet, this elegant mathematical solution faces a profound logical paradox. If every branch of the universe is realized, what do we actually mean by probability? If an electron has a 70% chance of spinning up and a 30% chance of spinning down, how does that make sense if both outcomes happen with absolute certainty? Proponents argue that the branches themselves split unevenly, fracturing into microscopic subbranches of equal weight, meaning there are simply more equiprobable ways of achieving one outcome over the other. But to many physicists, this feels like an intellectual acrobatics routine designed to save a theory that is simply too massive to swallow. If the idea of an infinite multiverse sounds too absurd, there is an alternative. What if the quantum world is exactly like our macroscopic world, where particles are solid, real, and always occupy a single definite position? This is the pilot wave theory. First envisioned by French physicist Louis de Broglie in the 1920s, and later developed by David Bohm, this interpretation suggests that subatomic particles are just as real as snooker balls. They do not exist as a ghostly cloud of potentiality. They have a precise, definite path through space. But they are not traveling alone. According to this theory, every particle is accompanied by a real, physical, yet completely invisible wave. This pilot wave propagates through space, obeying the standard equations of quantum mechanics. It is the wave that travels through both slits in the double-slit experiment, interfering with itself like ripples on a pond. The particle, meanwhile, simply rides this wave, passing through only one slit or the other, guided along a definite path by the physical curves of the wave front. Under pilot wave theory, the apparent randomness of the quantum world is an illusion. The indeterminism disappears. If we cannot predict exactly where a particle will land, it is not because the universe is inherently random. It is simply because we do not know the exact starting position of the particle on its guiding wave. The uncertainty is due to our own ignorance, not an inherent aspect of nature. For decades, this theory was dismissed because it assumed particles always perfectly match the wave's probability distribution, a highly specific state known as quantum equilibrium. Critics asked why this should be. However, advanced computer simulations over the last 2 decades have provided a compelling answer. If you begin with a chaotic, non-standard distribution of particles, arranged in an unconventional layout, and let the pilot wave equations run, the system quickly corrects itself. Through complex, turbulent motion, the particles rapidly relax into the exact standard quantum distribution we observe in our laboratories today. This suggests that our current quantum laws are not fundamental, but merely the properties of a settled, relic state that relaxed shortly after the violence of the Big Bang. But this rescue of physical reality comes with a devastating price tag. For the pilot wave to guide particles instantly across distances, it must be non-local, meaning that a change made to a wave in one part of the cosmos must instantaneously affect a particle on the other side of the universe. In trying to save the reality of the particle, pilot wave theory directly violates Albert Einstein's cosmic speed limit, forcing a complete rethink of the theories of relativity. If we reject the splitting universes of many worlds, and we refuse to violate Einstein's relativity with pilot waves, we are left with a final, daring possibility. What if the wave function is real, but our equations describing it are simply incomplete? This is the objective collapse theory. In standard quantum mechanics, the wave function is governed by the Schrödinger equation, which dictates that waves should keep spreading out forever until an external observation forces them to collapse. Objective collapse models, which emerged in the late 1980s, propose a physical modification to these equations. They suggest that the wave function collapses naturally, all on its own, as a real physical process that is completely independent of the act of measurement. They argue that space is permeated by a faint, continuous, random noise, a subtle physical fluctuation known as a continuous localization field. This background noise constantly interacts with the wave functions of all matter, possessing the unique ability to cause them to collapse at random times. For a single subatomic particle, like an isolated electron in a vacuum, the chance of this background noise triggering a collapse is incredibly low, perhaps once every 100 million years. Because its mass is so small, the electron can remain in a blurry superposition almost indefinitely. But mass is cumulative. When you cluster billions of trillions of atoms together to build a macroscopic object, like a detector, a laboratory instrument, or a living creature, the mathematical probabilities stack. With so many particles entangled together, the rate of collapse scales exponentially with the size of the system. The moment a large object is introduced to the equation, the collapse becomes instantaneous. Under this model, reality solidifies itself without needing an observer. Because this collapse is triggered by random background fluctuations, objective collapse does not bring back determinism, as we still cannot predict the future state of a quantum system with absolute certainty. What it does bring back, however, is an objective, observer-independent world where nature unfolds and does its thing, even if no one is looking. Three distinct paths, each designed to rescue the objective universe from subjectivity. But none of these paths are free. To keep the mathematics pure, we must accept an infinite, ever-splintering multiverse filled with faint universal noise and parallel realities. To keep our classical intuition of solid particles, we must accept invisible guiding waves that communicate faster than the speed of light. And to keep a single, local universe without faster-than-light signals, we must modify our most sacred physical equations and accept a random, noisy background that constantly forces reality into existence. Physicists have shown immense imagination in their quest to save reality, but as we push these theories to their logical extremes, we find ourselves at a profound crossroads. The deeper we dig, the more we realize that to understand the fundamental nature of the universe, something we take for granted, must be sacrificed. Thank you for watching this deep dive. If you want to keep exploring the edges of science and technology with us, make sure to join our growing community here at Tech Reporter by subscribing, leaving a comment with which theory you find most plausible, and sharing this video. We will see you on Tech Reporter for our next deep dive.